What is going on, Pacer Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. Pacers, guys, apologies on a little bit of lateness when it comes to this game last night for the Indiana Pacers and also the game the night prior against the Lakers. The Lakers game was obviously a very late game, started at 10 p.m., and so just wasn't able to get that. And then obviously had some stuff with work and everything. And then the Clippers game, I honestly it just slipped my mind last night that was happening. But, as frustrating as that Lakers game was, definitely a great victory for the Pacers against the Clippers. The Clippers are a very, very good team. A team with 44 wins coming into that game, so a better record than Indiana. And the Pacers take care of business 133 to 116. So that was definitely a big win and a much needed win after a kind of disappointing game against the Lakers, although the Pacers were in it until the end. A very frustrating and heartbreaking loss after all of that when the Pacers were down by double digits, were down by nearly 20 points, came back and cut it all the way to a couple points and ended up losing by 5 in that game. And it really came down to the wire. But when it came to this game, really was never in doubt for Indiana. I mean, Indiana basically after that first quarter took care of business and was in control for the majority of that. They were down in that after that first quarter by 5, and then they outscored the Clippers in every other single quarter in this game to win in very convincing style against a playoff type of team. So that is exactly what you wanted to see response-wise from the Pacers. When you dive into some of the stats here for Indiana, Indiana shot the ball very well in this game, 50 of 86, 58% shooting, especially from the three-point line, 61% for Indiana. And that was the big difference because while the Clippers weren't that far behind in the shooting and field goal percentage, really when it came down to was that three-point percentage where the Clippers only shot 30% from three-pointers. Indiana overall, when it comes to that, everything else was fairly even when it came to it. The free throw percentage, the assists were virtually the same. The rebounds were virtually the same. The blocks were virtually the same. Indiana did have a couple more steals in this game. But really, I think what it did come down to is Indiana shot the basketball exceptionally better from beyond the arc than the Clippers did in this game. And so when you dive into some of the individual stats in this game, Tyrese Halliburton, pretty good game, pretty efficient game for him. 21 points, 7 of 12 shooting, 6 of 9 from beyond the arc. So definitely a great one from him. In the efficiency standpoint, Pascal Siakam, coming off an extraordinary game against the Lakers, has another really good game here for the Indiana Pacers. He actually led the Pacers with 31 in this game, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 12 of 20 shooting, 1 of 2 from the three-point line. Miles Turner, a good game for him. He was actually second on the team in scoring with 24. He had 7 rebounds, 8 of 12 shooting, 4 of 6 from the three-point line. And then Nembhard with 9, Ben Shepherd with 7. And then some guys off the bench. TJ McConnell continues to be a revelation for this Pacer team. He's definitely been such a major asset for this Pacer team off the bench. He had 15 in this game, 7 of 14 shooting. Obi Toppin, 7 points. Jarris Walker had 8, and both those guys were fairly efficient as well. Walker, 3 of 3 shooting. Toppin, 3 of 4 shooting. And then Jalen Smith, 9 points as well in only 14 minutes, but 3 of 6 shooting. And really from there, the only other guy that scored any sort of points in this game was Isaiah Jackson. He just had 2. He attempted 1. He made 1. So overall in this game, that is kind of what happened with the Indiana Pacers. They were really able to shoot the basketball very, very efficiently, were able to take care of business, and it really seems like they were able to kind of be in control from the start of this game. And they were just fantastic shooting the basketball, all things considered. And Jarris Walker, shout out to him. Great game from Jarris Walker overall from the young rookie. We haven't seen a ton of him. We've seen some signs, but definitely was great to see him play some significant time and make some significant points in this game and play very efficiently in this game. So that was definitely a great thing for Jarris Walker. So you absolutely love to see that. And you love to see him just starting to get some of that experience. And obviously, he had a couple dunks in this game that were really cool to see. So great to see him gaining some confidence in this game. So absolutely love to see that when it comes to that. And obviously, with Aaron Neesmith not playing in this game, he had to step it up a little bit more. Guys like Jarace Walker had to play some more minutes than they typically would. So great to see him gaining some confidence. And so love to see that. And guys, right now, the Indiana Pacers, while yes, it was a very frustrating game against the Lakers, overall a couple days ago, the Pacers still right now firmly in the playoff hunt right now, which is definitely great to see. The Pacers still at that number 6 seed, 41-32. So they still have that couple game lead over the Miami Heat, who are 39-32 right now, and they're knocking on the door of a team like the Orlando Magic right now, who only have one more win than them, and the New York Knicks and Cleveland Cavaliers, all of these teams, right, within 4 or 5 games of each other. And again, I know it's getting down to the wire, so it's getting a little bit more difficult for a team like Indiana to potentially jump up a lot, but they could easily jump up to the 5 spot here in the next couple days if they continue to win and the Magic drop a couple here. So we'll see on that. But guys, that'll do it for this one. Let me know your overall thoughts here on the Indiana Pacers in this game. Definitely a much needed win off of a very frustrating loss against the Lakers. And the Pacers right now continuing to add to their win total right now. They've been very, very good as of recent shooting the basketball. So that's definitely a great thing. And it seems like they've been a lot better defensively. The Lakers game was definitely kind of an outlier type of game where the Pacers really were not able to do what they typically have done since the All-Star break on the defensive side of things. But great to see them kind of get back to that form a little bit more. And that's definitely going to be huge for them going down the stretch here, as we only have, 10 games left or something around there until the playoffs start. So the Pacers have to continue to stack on some of these wins, continue to take care of business when they need to take care of business, and ultimately be out of that play-in and be firmly in a playoff seed. So guys, let me know your overall thoughts here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. And now, as always, guys, go Pacers.